is back, causing mass discussion. Can't you see them dad boys are casting? Testing competition on their podcast mission. Never know what you get. It's chaotic precision. If you don't know, you better find out the dad pack. Are here to prove a point. We three kings just believe that you don't want to tussle with them. This show is thunder. Subscribe and tune in, and you're laughing to the very end. Don't turn your back on the dad pack. Don't turn your back on the dad pack.
Put the kids to bed, dad's home. We are the dWo podcast, representing the dad world order. I am the handsome head of household, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. And with me, as always, my dad team partner. He is the perpetual mid-carter and the two-time, good sir, world record holder. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy, Bo Cephas.
Cowabunga indeed, guys. It is day 1181, and I'm rocking a Hot Rod Rowdy
Nice.
Piper shirt.
I like that one.
But you notice we're missing somebody. Yeah, we're missing Big Rig today. So shout out to Big Rig. We wish you were here, guy, but he's out doing that dad duty. But like Mr. Magnificent said, we are the Dad World Order podcast. And tonight we have with us for the 29th time, Mr. Tussle.
Racking him up, man.
29th time guest and first time guest, the MILF Hunter, JJ Garrett. What's up, brother? How the heck are you? Oh, shit.
My bad. What's up, guys?
Off to an amazing start. We did say put the kids to bed. I mean, it's time for sexy time.
Controversy. Right. We're missing Big Rig, you got Little Rig right here, you know.
Hey-o.
Yeah, he has some dad life stuff to attend to, but it is what it is. That's what the core of this podcast is. Are you a dad yourself? Do you have any kids yet?
No, man. Only a daddy to some of the ladies out there, but no kids here, man. No, no.
None that you know of.
I had a scare recently, but you know, luckily she had been sleeping with other people, so it wasn't. I'm clean.
I love the brutal honesty right from the get-go, just living up to the moniker. That's my guy, JJ, right here.
I had to let you know, dude, I don't have a filter, so let's.
Hey, bro, you can whatever you want to say, however you want to say it. There's no limits here.
Yeah, you're the one that's got to answer, not us.
Be careful what you wish for.
Man, have you always been buck fucking wild, man? You one of them kids that flipped off the couch and shit and everything, or you just is that something you developed in your later years?
Oh, definitely. I've slowed down, so if you can imagine, you know what I mean. Yeah, I was crazy as a kid, man. ADHD, you know what I mean, all that good stuff. Beating up kids, getting beat up, jumping off of trampolines, you name it. So, yeah. Always loved wrestling. And
where'd you grow up in? And where are you from?
Oh, small little bumpkin ass town called Boone, Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a blimp on the radar, man. So yeah, I grew up in a very small little hick town, and you know what I mean. So
I appreciate that, man.
Do you have roots in amateur wrestling?
I do, man. I've grappled so many dudes, man. I tell you what. And I guess let's put it like that, but. Yeah, man. No, back in high school, that was my shit. You know, I was an angry kid, so I had to take it out somewhere. You know,
love that.
Yeah,
that was
Did your mom ever meet either one of the Steiner brothers?
I fucking sure hope so.
Maybe.
How do you say that?
Sometimes, dude,
like a young Steiner.
I know some of the angles and the pictures of you, man. It just. You're a young Steiner out there, and I've seen somebody give you, or you gave yourself the moniker as well. But
you know what? I didn't even give myself that moniker. One of my old gear makers, his name's Patrick Berry, out of Kansas. I was just telling him that I wanted a singlet because I'm a big mark for RVD, and I of course I had the mullet at the time, and he just whips up this whole thing, this like Scott Steiner-esque. And it really just took off from there. So really, I have him to blame and also thank.
I mean, maybe he saw something you didn't see, and I mean, it's Like I
That's
said,
what I
the end effect is pretty fucking cool. So
Now I just gotta like get on a shitload of steroids to live up to it.
Get on that gas, baby.
Get on that gas, brother.
pump that
Yeah.
rocket fuel.
Pump that rocket fuel. Yep. But how long you guys been doing this podcast now?
The podcast is almost 3 years old at this point.
Nice, man.
It went
That's what I'm
almost
talking about.
it went almost a year before I came along, and then him and the other guy, Big Rig, and another feller, Couch, that used to run the show. And then Brandon Couch had to leave, and it was a duo for a while. Then they brought me on as a guest because I hold the world record for one of the most consecutive days wearing a wrestling shirt. So they brought me on as a guest, just bullshit, and we hit it off to the point to where it's like it was just I don't know serendipitous, and we ended up becoming a show of ourselves. And now we've had everyone on this show from the late Kevin Sullivan to
Wow.
Al to Barry Horowitz to America's Got Talent finalists to CEOs of video game companies, all kinds
drink companies. Sammy Callahan.
Sammy Callahan like several times at this point.
He farted on our show.
Yeah,
was awesome.
twice.
Yeah,
I
man.
bet, I bet that was bong rip that shit. You know what I mean?
Crash pretty much did.
Yeah.
It was like right in his face.
Yeah, it was right there.
Oh
Yeah.
man, Sammy Callahan fart, man. That's a death machine right there.
I don't know. I bet Crash could put one that would knock you down. So
Whole lot of
that's,
dude.
you know,
whole lot.
yeah.
Whole lot of dude, whole lot of
Whole
fart.
lot
Sammy doesn't know it yet, but he sold me a T-shirt today. Yeah, I don't know if you guys seen his post, but they just dropped new shirts on TNA merch, and it was fucking awesome. It's like a dead cat.
Death Kitty.
Yeah, it's like a dead cat. I was like,
Kitty.
fucking sold.
I don't know which ones are designed by who, but I know Sammy's designed some of them recently, and I know Sammy designed the most recent Hardy shirt, so he might have very well
No
done
shit.
this one as well.
That's
I was
pretty
about
cool.
to ask.
Is there anything that man doesn't do?
Dude, it's insane, right?
Jesus.
His
Everything.
level of hustle like stresses me out, and I'm fucking just sitting over here watching it. You know, like, it's
Yeah.
impressive,
Hey,
man.
man.
I don't think I have that in me. You know, maybe I do.
It-
I don't
But
know.
if anything, man, it's good company to be in. You know, you never want to be the smartest person in the room, man. You always want to be there to, learn something. And man, I tell you what, being in that Revolver locker room, you're just the wealth of talent and experience and knowledge around there. God, it's incredible. To be a
Oh,
young
yeah.
talent
Dude,
like yourself there, such a blessing.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm young. I'm fucking old, but like, I can't. I just don't seem to age. I don't know what it is.
How old are you?
31.
31.
No shit.
Yeah.
I thought
I'll say
you
it
were
like
young
that.
20s.
Yeah. I was gonna
I
say like
reckon
I'm
25,
23.
26.
I'm 26, man.
Still young, still young. Well, Sammy does have a
Yeah.
knack for picking up on talent. So the fact that he likes to have you around definitely says something. And I've seen the progression of your first time at Revolver and where we've come to now in your most recent match. And it's exciting to see where it's going to go, man. It's cool to have you around at Revolver, as full time as possible.
Thank you, man. No, it's a lot. It's a lot of fun, man. I'm blessed. You know, and not to be a mark boy, but man, I grew up in high school like 2012, 2013, watching PWG highlight videos and shit in study hall. So like,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Being able to be in a locker room with those guys is pretty dope.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Get to
It's
do
a very-
podcasts like this with you guys. Pretty dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a very cool locker room, man. Definitely cool stuff to be involved with. Now, I do have to, we do have to address the elephant in the room, my man. Our guy Dante Leone. What's up with that? What's up with you turning your back on our guy?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm a hothead. I'm a hothead. And I'll say this. For the last couple months, I've been going to Revolver, and I have been in every show's been a scramble match for me. And I respect it. I'm happy to be around, but at a point, I hit this wall where I'm just like, I'm worth more than this. And then I get put in a tag match to show out, you know what I mean? And Dante fucking, I know, whether it was a mistake or not, he hit me with that cutter and it pissed me the fuck off. and I'm trying not to. I'm trying to fucking chill. But and whether or not it was a mistake me attacking him afterwards, that's whatever. But I did it, and now I've made my bed and I have to lie in it. And in 2 weeks in Chicago, it's he and I. And so let's fucking have at it. You know what I mean? There's no apologizing. We got to fight it out.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
That's
man.
respectable as fuck, man. I mean, there was definitely a gasp or two when it went down from my point of view, but to see you, kind of paint it that way, it almost is like, okay, like, all right, that makes sense.
Hey,
You know what
I
I mean?
mean,
Like,
if
logic.
anything, right? If anything, it's smart as fuck, man. You forced our hand. What are we supposed to do letting that linger? Fucking Dante immediately came to us and said he wants you in Chicago, and that's what we got to do.
that's what I was told by Sammy. And listen, man, I'm willing to let him try and get back on me, but I'm not gonna let that happen. Listen. I know maybe I was wrong for attacking him, but let's just fucking fight it out.
Did you guys have
That's
any
it.
sort of history? Because I will say you guys worked damn well together as a tag team. You guys are both innovative in your own unique ways, and to see that in a tag team format and just your chemistry was off the charts, man. Especially for I don't know how long you've known him or worked with him, but there was something there, man.
First of all, start out with I respect Dante's work and everything he's done, and I even respect Dante. You know what I mean? Like he's a hustler. He kills it. He's all about business. Um, Furthermore, he and I do have history, not necessarily in the ring, but he and I would take 14 to 20 hour trips one way to Jersey for game changer shows for
Wow.
about 2 3 years straight and hustling up and down the roads together. You know what I mean? Getting pulled over by cops with a fuck ton of weed in our car. You name it, man.
What?
A lot of fun. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's crazy shit. But
Did you get away with
as
it?
far as traveling to, oh, dude, we did. So, all right, I can tell you that story quick if you like. Um, it's we're headed back from Atlantic City after a long weekend. I'm fucking depressed. I'm ready to get home. He's on a fuck ton of Addy. Sorry, maybe shouldn't say it, but whatever. We're traveling home, and Marcus Crane's in the back chilling,
Oh
and
man.
yeah. It was one of the last carloads that had with that guy. So I love Marcus, man. He was there since basically day one with me since I
Yeah, man.
got him.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah. So anyway, we're driving back. We're going through Ohio. I can't remember what part, but I wake up to Dante yelling like he's driving the car. I'm sleeping in the front seat. Marcus in the back taking a nap. I've got probably an ounce of weed in my front pocket in my sweatshirt.
Oh
Uh,
no.
then we have another massive stash of weed under the driver's seat. And then Marcus had some other paraphernalia on him that was not weed. And Dante's freaking out. He's like, "We're getting pulled over. We're getting pulled over." So I'm like, "All right, roll all the fucking windows down." We're hot. It was hot box. You know what I mean? And so roll all the windows down, come to a slow stop as slow as we can. And lo and behold, the cops come up and they immediately take Dante out because they smell the weed. I'm chilling there with Marcus. He's like, "Oh, we're so fucked. We're so fucked. I told you guys not to smoke." He's kind of right. So I'm like, okay, I got to get this bag of weed off me. I got to get this bag of weed off me before we get searched. I reach back under the seat and grab this like cylinder container out. I pop that bitch in there, boom, throw it back under the seat as far as I can. And Marcus is like, they definitely saw that. I'm like, no way. No, they did. So they come over, they pull me out, and they pull Marcus out. Dude, they fucking strip search us. You know what I mean? No, wait, no. They didn't strip search us. I wish. No, they just search us. They pat us down and shit. And then they put us in the back of the cop car to chill. And we basically thought we were completely fucked. They come back. They come back after searching the car. They ripped all of our shit out of all of our gear out, all of our merch, it's all just laying out on the road. And they put it all away in shambles, and they come get us. The guy kneels down next to me while I'm in the car. He starts to read the Miranda rights, and he stumbles over his words and gets embarrassed and fucks it up. He's like, "Well, yeah, fuck it, never mind. Anyways, all I'm trying to do is you guys are going home safe. We're not going to charge you, take you to jail. We did find some cocaine in the back seat. We're just going to dispose of it, and that's that. And we're like, all right. They didn't find any of our weed. So we get
What?
to go. We get in the car. And Marcus is like, holy shit! I had a whole gram of cocaine in my front pocket, and they never found it.
Jesus
So
Christ.
that was pretty dope.
Oh my God.
So
Wow.
Oh, stories from the
crazy
road.
ass story, but yeah,
Road stories, yeah. Modern day RVD
yeah.
salute
No,
right
those
here.
cops are
Damn.
fucking nice, man.
That's what I was just
Wild.
about to say. RVD
Right.
and
Yeah, no
Sabu
shit.
2.0. Speaking of
Crazy,
RVD,
bro.
man,
Yeah. But I don't know why they're
my bad. You're good. But I want to bring up a dream
speaking of
match I
RVD.
have, revolver wise for you, man. And because you say RVD, I think of RVD when I see Braden Lee as well. And I think you versus Braden Lee in a one-on-one match would be absolute fucking fire. I don't know. There's just something about your guys' styles I feel like could really fucking do great. And I think you'd be a badass tag team too. But that's a whole other fucking story.
No, thank you, man. I agree. Actually, he and I worked a singles match in Jersey for Jersey Championship Wrestling back
Oh
in
shit.
2021, maybe. I don't even, man. I would have to like search that out, but I don't remember. I can't remember how it went, but I think it went well. I think it went well, but I don't think it went. I don't think we got the most out of it that we could, you know.
Man. You know what's kind of
So,
crazy
anyways,
is
I would love to work with
I
Braden.
might I might have shot that match, bro. That's kind of crazy because I originally met Dante back in those days traveling around with like Ninja Mac when him and Dante were going like full steam with the traveling and the indie bookings and stuff. So I do remember meeting you a long time ago in Atlantic City, probably. But we never really, linked up and homied up until Revolver days. So, man, I swear I have some footage of you somewhere for sure.
That'd be crazy, man.
Yeah, we'll have to dig that up.
Hey, that's cool to hear.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
dude, fuck yeah, absolutely. There's a little less weight on me back then, but regardless, good days, man. Showboat days were fun,
Hmm.
depressing, and just all around a good time. I don't know, it was a good time.
Yeah, wildness for sure.
Um, do,
So
do you still go
what
up
was
there?
Go ahead.
Not really, not really. I stay pretty busy with other stuff. Sometimes with Ninja Mac, sometimes with Ninja
Fair
Mac.
enough.
So what was like your introduction
All
into
right.
wrestling, man? What was the moment that got you as a child? For me, it was the Stone Cold Steve Austin stuff. What was your era that got you into wrestling?
So I was born in '94. By the time I think it was probably like '98 or '99, I saw a Goldberg VHS tape. Who's next?
Okay.
And my dad's drunken buddy came and brought that. She's like, I got this from Blockbuster. So he brings it in, pops it in the VCR, and I'm watching Goldberg just fucking destroy people. And I was hooked, man, because you know the intensity of that guy.
That superhuman guy is just
So
mowing people
that's
down. What's not the love?
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, dude. But what got you guys into it? Like,
I was big
you know what I
Stone Cold.
mean?
Big Stone
Who-
Cold, man. I think that the moment
Stone
for
Cold.
me, because 97 Royal Rumble, I was at the Rumble as a kid. And I had already
Oh
been into
shit.
it before then, but seeing Austin win the Rumble was just kind of like, I don't know. You talk about like I don't know, finding gold moment. It was definitely, that was the moment where I was like, okay, this is my shit for the rest of my life forever. Have you ever seen my tattoo, JJ? I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen, so you've seen the championship. I take this shit
No.
so fucking serious.
Oh yeah, bro. Holy fuck's sake. That is
I take this shit
badass, bro.
serious.
Hence the
How long did
perpetual
that take to get
mid-carder.
that?
Oh man, at least 4 sessions.
Ah!
And it was at least 3 hours a piece, so about 12 hours so far. We still got at least one more to go.
Fuck's sake.
Wow.
what else you got to get? I mean, obviously a little bit of color here and there.
It's just the finer points, man. There's like a few points that aren't like fully finished yet. There's like some gold that needs to be up in there and stuff. Just real minor stuff. But it's just where I want to do a nice, like really like high definition photo shoot, and I want it to be perfect. So I got to get it as perfect as possible. And then I get a little tough.
Bro.
Yeah. Do you have any tattoos?
If I were to get a tattoo of a championship on me, yeah, I do. If I were to get a championship tattoo, it would be the 02, 03, and 04 WWE title, undisputed.
Oh, okay.
That fucker, that was cool.
Classic choice.
But yeah, no, yeah, man. I've got a couple tattoos. They're nothing fancy. I got one on my thigh that says TMB. Me and my buddies got it illegally when we were like 17.
Oh yeah, those are the best.
So we had a little gang group in our fucking white ass small little town called TMB, and it stand for Team Masturbation.
That is incredible.
Masturbation.
Did you ever see the movie White Boys?
But no, I haven't.
White Boys is about like some like wannabe gangster white dudes from Iowa, and then like they travel to Chicago and they meet like real thugs and they just get beat the fuck up, and it's entertaining to watch. It's kind of like it's about like the quality of like, you ever see the movie Kids? It's like really low budget, really gritty feeling. So it's cool in that sense. What's that?
You said you seen that movie Kids, and I said no, but I've seen a porno with Sandubias or whatever the fuck Eminem says. I don't know.
Love it.
So man, we don't have a lot of like solid.
Check that out though.
White Boys, yeah. I have never seen it streaming or anything like that.
We're hanging out, man.
Well, that's the thing. We don't have a lot of solid questions, but we do have one that we ask every guest that we have on the show, and I want to make sure we get it out of the way. And Mike is generally the asker of said questions. So, Mike, go ahead.
The purveyor, if you will. Yeah. So we're us being dads. We're very budget-minded individuals, and we're serious about certain things. And the thermostat is one of those. So we like to ask all of our guests, what do you keep your thermostat set to?
Fuck, I don't even know.
Come on, man.
I mean, I don't know. Like maybe like C2. I don't know. Probably. Is that weird? Is it a fucked up
ice cube?
Dude, honestly, I don't even know. Like, so I live in my buddy Knight Wagner's house. He's a former wrestler, and I rent a 1-bedroom upstairs, and yeah, he has control of all that shit. I just kind of like.
All right, is he a big dude? Is Matt a big dude?
Fuck it. He probably won't see this shit. He's a Homer Simpson looking fella. He looks like Homer Simpson. Well,
I mean, we can kind of gauge based off that. So it's probably fairly cold in the house.
Yeah.
Just say 69, you'll get it right. I thought for sure you say 69, just in character wise.
69 ladies, yeah. Yes, sir. Yep. But fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck you guys chose me out of all. If you've had like what you say, CEOs of gaming companies and shit. What the fuck,
Look, man, we call them like we see them, man. And you got the it factor. It factor makes for good episodes.
We just like interesting people, and I mean, like, and a lot of it, we love professional wrestling and we love Revolver, and seeing you there, we're became fans of yours. So it's that's as simple as that.
It's your fault.
We knew you'd have cool stories.
I'm honored, man.
Just to get to know a little bit more about the guys we get to see and enjoy watching in the ring.
Plus, you got a little bit of Pedro Pascal going on,
dude.
so the ladies might like it.
He does.
Yeah, a little bit of Pedro.
Yeah,
a little bit
of Pedro.
Now I got to Google search who the fuck that.
Oh, you know who he is. When you see him, he's the guy that's in everything right now.
He's the Mandalorian.
Yeah, if I saw,
Mm.
okay, all right. Yes, I know things, I just don't know names sometimes. You know what I mean?
Pull the picture up. You nailed
That's pull the picture up.
it. Bo, you're usually on this.
Hell yeah.
But hold on.
What's your dog's name there?
Oh, that's Henzo. He's named after Henzo Gracie.
Such a dope name.
Henzo
Yeah.
More.
That's what most people call him, Enzo, and I'm like, that's fine. But the real ones call him Henzo.
The real ones, no.
Cute little shit.
Even though I do like Enzo Amore, he is the homie, but had to name him after a Gracie. That he's a little jiu-jitsu dog.
I'd like to meet him, but I look so forward to the day that Bo gets to meet him just for the shtick you did at your wedding, man. I think just to get to tell him that story would be fun.
I'm surprised it never really got able to get to him. But this is Pedro Pascal, by the way, before we move too far. You got a little bit of those vibes, man. They're there. I mean, you guys even got the same facial hair going on. The curls. You know what I mean? That might be your dad.
Yeah, bro. And the grays are happening too.
He's doing the face.
It's fantastic.
That was great to come back from the screen chat with that scowl.
Perfect. Yeah, a lady that I'm talking to, she actually compared me to that guy, but I didn't realize his name was fucking Pedro Pascal. So he's
great, man.
Dude, he's super fucking neat, man. He's done a few interviews. I'm like, I need to have a beer with this guy one day. I don't know what it is about that guy, but he's cool.
He did an episode of SNL he did really well on. He's was funny for a serious actor.
Right. I was not known for comedy or anything like that. So give me just a second. Just coming in.
He's in a really interesting movie called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh, yes.
It's about where he kidnaps Nicolas Cage and makes Nicolas Cage perform his #1 roles in front of him. So like he has to like recreate Wicker Man and fucking National Treasure and shit while he's kidnapped. And it is fucking amazing.
Wow.
If you've not seen it, go out of your way. The Unbearable Weight of Massive. It's a real movie. Pedro Pascal plays a character that kidnaps Nicolas Cage and makes Nicolas Cage act for him. So
Nicolas Cage played by Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage
as himself.
And it's funny, dude. Like they make him redo Wicker Man, and he's just like the bees, no. Like, it's fun.
Oh my gosh.
It's worth it.
What's y'all's favorite Nicolas Cage movie, man?
Oh man, I like Ghost Rider, dude. I'm a big fucking Ghost Rider. I'm a mark for Marvel, so Ghost Rider really fucking sits out. But if you haven't seen Pig, that's a real fucked up movie.
What's the one where he's an arms dealer?
Right on.
Akimbo or something? Not a
Like that.
Guns Akimbo Slice.
But Ghost Rider's cool too. I don't know. I'm not big on
Face Off. Come on, guys.
Ooh, Face Off is cool. Face Off is cool. We'll go with that one.
Con Air.
Yeah. What's that one where he steals the baby? Raising Arizona.
Hell yeah, dude. That is a great movie.
John Goodman's hunting his ass. I wouldn't want to be hunted by John Goodman.
No.
He has a
John Goodman too, because he was a big burly dude. When he was not. Old Dan Connor would whoop your ass, like
for sure.
New Dan Connor was slimmed down. He's still alive, right? Please say he's still alive.
They are literally airing the final 6 episodes over the next 6 weeks of the Connors.
Okay.
I still think Roseanne should come back as a zombie in the last episode.
That'd be serendipitous.
Yeah, dude. Man,
nice callback.
Well, I mean, I wish she wouldn't have got canceled from that shit because that show was pretty good up until she got booted.
You know, I'm a big fan of not having cancel culture. Even like, when people say things that are completely abhorrent, even like the shit that Kanye's saying recently, that just means I'm not going to fuck with Kanye. That doesn't mean you need to cancel him and make him not have any career at all whatsoever. You know what I mean? As much as I disagree with what he says, that doesn't mean he needs to not. I don't know. I'm the same like with Gina Carano and fucking Mandalorian. She said a lot of stupid shit, but it doesn't mean she needed to lose her job. I don't know. If all the shit I've said in my life, dude, fuck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bro.
Like
if these wolves could talk,
straight up.
that road trip story that JJ just told I have copious amounts of stories. Like so, I don't know. I've earned my spot.
you all are above 30, right?
Oh yeah.
mm-hmm.
I'm almost 40.
Yeah, we all come from a fucking. Oh right, you look like it. That's what's up. I mean, but like when we were younger, man, it was just a different day and age. You could say shit, you know what I mean? And fucking, you didn't have keyboard warriors coming at you.
Yeah, and I mean,
Nice.
I think, yeah, it's so terrible because it can be so much fun. I mean, that's the way I mess with my friends is we talk shit to each other and we tease each other. I mean, that's, but at the end of the day, we all love each other, and it's, I don't know, we laugh about it, it's having, not letting words and giving words power like that, making them turn it into something fun. And, that way, when some stranger talks shit to me, it's just gonna, my best friend says way worse about me than you. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna say?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Especially
exactly,
in that
dude.
area.
That's what.
It's delays.
No, bro, you got to be careful at wrestling shows. I know the delays fucking us up, but no, bro, like with wrestling now, like when I first got in like 2012, you could still say off the wall shit in the locker room and be okay. But like now you got to pick and choose your people that you can say your shit to. You know what I mean? And everybody else
You got to read the room, man.
Yeah.
No, there's so many extra people just lingering around too. It's not like a locker room is all the boys and all wrestlers, man. Fucking locker rooms got all kinds of people floating around. You never know who's gonna say what online. So yeah, you really got to mind your P's and Q's, man. It's different for sure.
Loose lips sink ships.
No, 100%.
I think that is, people argue a lot of times boys will be boys. I really think that's something to that. Like, I feel more like Mike right now could tell me, I cured cancer. I'd be like, yeah, why didn't you do it last week, you fucking nerd? You know what I mean? That's how I would fucking respond to that. You know what I mean? That's my natural way of thinking. I don't know.
I was trying.
And dude, and I think everything like humor wise is starting to bounce back for society, because you guys ever watch Kill Tony?
Oh, I love Kill
Tony.
Like, I love Kill Tony.
Yeah, I think the edginess of that show and how popular it's gotten is like it's the pushback on all the bullshit pussy fucking mindset that's been happening to America in the last 5 years. So good.
Comedians are the one profession that has that ultimate pass where they can get away with saying anything because it's comedy. So they definitely push that at Kill Tony, and there's a lot of words that they let fly on Kill Tony that you won't hear anywhere else.
Yeah, but that
right, and I'm not sitting,
I think it's good. I think people should be exposed to shit. Like people, my wife is part of the PTO for my kids' school, and I've met a lot of different parents, and a lot of them are just so very strict. And like I've got Rick and Morty tattoos, and I remember one parent said something to me like, "Oh, it's hard to keep that stuff from your children." And then I'm like, Lincoln was watching that shit last night, and some bitch was 5 years old at the time. I don't hide shit from my kids, man. You know what I mean? Like when my sister passed away this past year from a drug overdose, they knew that my sister died from drugs. You know what I mean? Because I want them to understand the world that we live in. And I don't want them to sugarcoat anything. I don't want them to be misconstrued. Sometimes what I'm going to tell them is going to suck a lot. But I think it sucks way worse when someone lies to you first. So I don't know. I'm a firm believer in being real.
Yep.
So shit, fuck, piss. You know.
So you definitely told him shit, fuck, piss. You told Santa Claus, right?
What was that? You cut out? We told him what?
You told him Santa Claus ain't real, right? That was the biggest lie of all. That fucked my head up.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
The Christmas spirit
You
is
lying
alive
sack
and
of
well.
shit.
Yeah, you hypocrite.
No,
I know. I've got the beard.
I'm
And I buy
playing.
the stuff. I just don't have a chimney.
Let him enjoy
Maybe
a couple more years of it.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, fuck
Maybe
yeah.
he just doesn't visit you because you're naughty.
There you go.
So 1994,
Yeah,
which
piece of
means you
shit.
were born a gamer, right? Or do you not play games?
Oh man, I played. Listen, not into my adulthood. I just I'm consumed with wrestling, working out, and jerking off.
I
As a
get it.
kid, though, I played a lot of PlayStation and PS2. I was a big fucking Tekken. All the good wrestling games.
Oh yeah, Smackdowns.
What else was there? Fucking Street, dude. And you can't argue any other games better than those. Like SmackDown. What was it, the original SmackDown on PS1, SmackDown 2, and then it goes up to probably SmackDown versus Raw. I don't know, '08.
SmackDown
And
versus
then
Raw.
it
Here
stopped.
comes the pain with Brock on the front. PS2.
Oh,
Peak, bro.
dude, just fucking gassed out of his mind.
He's all
You
natural. I don't know.
you can't do like the fact, right? The fact that they haven't made a game, with that same playing that, what do you want to call it, the game engine or the play engine that it has, like,
Oh yeah,
what are we doing?
Travesty.
right. It was so sweet.
Go back
They
to what
try.
worked.
It's like
Yeah, man.
lightning in the bottle. Though.
Amazing storylines.
The true essence of wrestling.
So with you being consumed with wrestling, do you watch wrestling still? Or is it just the wrestling?
Oh man, I'll catch clips. Dude, I don't know if it's just because I've been so far into the other side of the business, but no, man, I'll watch like wrestling clips to see new moves and shit, but
Mhm.
no, I'm sitting there watching a bunch of crazy. So I'll go back and watch like early TNA X Division stuff, like ECW, but
Fuck yeah.
I'm not crazy high on watching wrestling anymore. So
Yeah.
You go back and watch.
if I'm being honest, like, go ahead.
Oh, me?
You-
I'm gonna say, do you go back and watch your
Yeah,
own
yeah, yeah.
matches?
Got it.
Yeah, if I think I may have been a good match, I'll go back and watch it. But if it was dog shit, I will definitely bury that for the rest of my life.
It never happened. If I don't watch it, it never happened.
How many years
Yeah.
you got in the business at this point?
Right. Well, I want to say about 12.
Wow,
damn,
dude.
About
minute.
12. I know, man. There's been, there's dips and valleys in that. It's like life steps in the way sometimes, and
COVID
my
stepped in the
goal is
way.
still to make it. You know what I mean? My goal is, well, exactly. And so it's always a struggle, man. The relationship between a wrestler and wrestling is such a fucking toxic one, and it's definitely hard to find that balance at some points. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, you've got an it factor, man. You know what I mean? You just keep fucking kicking fucking forward. There's nothing that you can get but results, man. You know what I mean? And you're making people go home and notice you. Like we brought our friend Doug to a show that you were at, and you were one of and he has literally, like, for example, just to tell you how unknowledged he is, I had him making extra signs for me for a show one day, and I told him to make a Killer Kelly sign, and he made Killer Carrie. So he doesn't understand very much about wrestling. But when he left that show, he was like, that fucking JJ dude, that guy's fucking dope. You're making people remember you that don't know shit about wrestling.
Yeah.
So there's something there.
Which is pretty wild of all the people on the show through the main event, through all that shit. And he isolates one person, goes, damn, that JJ dude was fucking rad. That's something, man.
Oh man, no, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to even have that fucking said about me. That's very humbling for sure. You know what I mean? With a roster full of like sign talent and stuff. Yeah. Thank you for telling me that.
I mean,
You
that's
know,
legitimate.
sometimes it's hearing things like that kind of keep my head up.
Mm-hmm.
If we can boost you in any way, dude, we'll definitely do it because we're big fans. That's why we when Tussle originally, when we tried to get you on the first time, we were like, oh damn, that sucks, it didn't work out, because we're fucking big fans of you, man. We wanted to see what you're all about, and you're definitely somebody that I'm gonna have to sneak outside with next time and talk the next time we're there. Well,
Privately.
yeah.
Well, safety meetings, guys. Safety meetings.
Smoke some weed. Smoke some weed. Kidding. Joking.
You wild, man.
I'll be at the merch table.
Love it. No,
I came in.
I'll be at the merch table.
I came into the Revolver show last time, and I think it was oh gosh, it was Justin. It was Overstreet, and he was like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude, what do you fucking you have a plant on you? Yeah, yes, I do. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just a skunk fucking ran into the building real quick or something, bro.
I can't help it. It's part of who I am.
Hell
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
I had the same reaction.
Weed and hand in hand.
Bro, it's like a 90% of people in wrestling that smoke. It's high.
I mean, even like the WWE, like trying to change their stance on that because the way that the country's going, and I mean it's proven that it's less, much less harmful to people who use it for pain and other ailments than the opiates and everything that all that people are suffering from being addicted to.
Absolutely.
So
renewable resource on top of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
The scourge will go down.
So now you guys are right. You guys are going through Michigan, right? To get a lot of your. I hear they got a lot of good prices down that way.
They do. I've been on the medical gimmick since Ohio very first had it. So I've been doing Ohio, of course, but Michigan is great, but you got to like plan that. You know what I mean? Well, let me go to Michigan and spend $800 real quick.
Yeah, it's.
Plus, that's clearly illegal.
This is a long drive.
We don't break the laws on the Dad World Order podcast. Did we lose JJ?
It's like a good pose, though. If it was just the other way,
that's like
it's a nice pose.
It's a good contact photo. You know what I mean? Like if he was saved in your phone. JJ.
Great guest though, man. JJ plays a cool character, but as you can see, he's very humble and a good guy. And at the end of the day, he's just out there doing it, brother. Out there working, trying to make a name for himself. So it's cool to put a little spotlight on him, dude.
Yeah. I definitely enjoy the guy, whether he comes back or not, because now it says device not connected. Whether he comes back or not, he was a great guest. But it definitely took third time's a charm. You know what I mean? We had a couple scheduling.
I'm glad we're able to make it work.
Yeah, had to grind it out,
For sure.
But he was always, very apologetic, and nothing was ever his fault. It was always just a time thing, and then time zones and shit. So
yeah,
what?
that's the risk we take because we live stream. So sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't.
Speaking of which, where are you at right now? You in Kakalaki or where are you at?
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina. I'm in the car waiting to go have dinner with the lady and her mama.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, he has officially left the chat room. So if you want to just go ahead, we can wrap this thing up. Let you go get some food, Feed that little handsome Henzo boy.
Sounds good, my dudes.
Well, in that case,
So I will see you guys in a couple weeks, right, in Chicago?
yeah,
Yes.
I will be there.
April the 5th, Chicago.
I will be in
Tickets.
Richmond as well.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I know we kind of back to back, huh?
Are
Yeah.
you
Oh,
just
it's exciting.
with Sammy that whole week at that point, or are you?
I'll probably have to come back because I do have some stuff in the in between. But yes, if it were up to Sammy, he would absolutely abduct me for the whole week.
Matt.
Well, hell yeah, brother. Well, I just
Yeah.
bought me a brand new Sammy, a brand new Jake something, and a brand new Steve Macklin shirt off of TNAmerch.com. And if you guys want some dWo merch, we have it on TeePublic, on Pro Wrestling Tees. We also sell it in person. I don't know the spiel like Eric does, but follow us on all that social media stuff and whatnot. Fucking,
And whatnot?
and whatnot. We're not on whatnot, but
We're not on whatnots. It's at DWO_podcast on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And it is at the DWO podcast on Facebook because Facebook just wouldn't allow an underscore in our damn name.
Follow Henzo at Tusslemania.
Yes, plenty of Henzo photos there. All the Henzo content you want.
Until then, hold up, we gotta cue it. Yeah,
I'll
gotta
get
make
it.
sure to click the button, right? All right. Until then, Top Dads out.
That's bullshit.